So I've danced all my life. Academics gave me keys to understand Indian culture, and then now as an actor, as a performer, these keys and this cultural background is very precious for me. I think challenging times are actually very, very rich in opportunities for creative people. I would say work on your technical training, but also be careful of your mental health. Do something that gives you joy, maybe gardening, dancing, singing. Allow yourself to have fun, because you need to be really balanced as a human being.
Good afternoon and welcome to our segment. I am honored to host Dr. Gilles Chuyen, a multifaceted French artist whose journey from rural France to the heart of Delhi is nothing short of inspiring. Trained in ballet, modern jazz and contemporary dance in France, Dr. Chuyen moved to Delhi in the mid of 1990s, a part of the French Embassy's cultural initiative. So it's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
So you have a PhD in political science.
Yes.
And you have also written a book about Brahmins.
Yes.
So how did you switch? What's your journey from that to dance?
So I've danced all my life. I remember my mother told me that as a toddler, she said, before knowing how to walk, you were dancing. And I had this passion for performing arts, theatre and dance as a child. I started learning formally when I was 9. Mm-hmm. So from 9 to 19, went into folk dance in France, folk dance, ballet, modern jazz. And then discovered the Upanishads when I was 22. Mm-hmm. And then started to have an interest for India. And then I got a scholarship from the French Ministry of External Affairs to come to Delhi to do my PhD. Mm-hmm. The book was actually a translation of my PhD thesis. Mm-hmm. But for me, actually, performing arts and academics are not so different, in the sense that, you know, when you have to be a choreographer, especially in India, like I do a lot of plays at the NSD and with private groups, a choreographer needs to have a lot of cultural and historical background. You know, for example, I've created a rock Ramayana, I don't know, rock musical based on the Ramayana. So I need to know what the Ramayana is all about and the background of each character. So academics gave me keys to understand Indian culture, and then now as an actor, as a performer, these keys and this cultural background is very precious for me.
That's amazing. And who and what has been your biggest influence professionally?
I have to say that my journey has been quite of a pioneer, in the sense that the way I used different dance styles, also to bring into the sense of wellness, and right now with my dance company, to look at coming back to the origin of dance as almost like a prayer, like an expression of gratitude for this creation, for this life. There was no people in front of me. Maybe I kind of liked in the West, you know, Martha Graham, who done a lot of work on mythology and modern dance. But in my day-to-day, I think creative process has been more about finding my own voice and allowing my own creative process. So it was more, I think my influence has been more about my spiritual kind of support system. So people who guided me to explore myself, look at all the inhibitions I had personally, and look at all because creativity is in all of us, but sometimes it's covered by a lot of other voices and inhibitions and burdens. So more like when you peeling the onion, to really be able to allow my essence to flow like a river.
Absolutely. And how do you stay motivated and creative, especially during tough times?
Especially during tough time, I think creativity is very easy to connect with, because I feel creativity gives us a lot of keys. Right. And creativity, I don't speak only as an artist, is about being creative, is about thinking out of the box. Therefore, you are first to thinking out of the box. See, visually, it's first to see that there's a box, and sometimes you are stuck. And we've just done a meditation with the students on being in a cube. Some people felt very secure and kind of supported. Some people felt very, very kind of boxed in and limited. But I think challenging times are actually very, very rich in opportunities for creative people, because you have to face something, there's a dilemma, there's a conflict, and you find a way to heal that. So very much, for example, if you have to write a script or write a book, you want to have that tension.
Yeah.
If everything is easy and you're on the beach having your thing, what is the fun? No, you need to have the villain, you have to have the fight, you need to have the conflict, the tension, the frictions, and that's when suddenly the creative juices come to the foreground.
Right, 100%. And what advice would you give to a young aspiring fellow on a similar path?
I would say, don't only work on your technical skills. Like as an actor, I'll work on my voice, and as an actor, as a dancer, just work on my body. As a scriptwriter, just work on my ability to write an expert. I think you need to. What is the magic and the challenge to be in the creative field is about the way you are as a human being is very important, and therefore also we talked about that in the session with the students. You need to be neutral. You need to have space. You need to allow yourself to receive the other, receive the audience, receive. For example, if I talk to you, you have to receive your energy and receive your question and allow myself to interact with all that is in the moment. But if you're stuck in the past or stuck in the future and you're not really able to feel the intensity, beauty and opportunity of the present moment, then you cannot really allow creativity to flow. So I would say work on your technical training, but also be careful of your mental health. Do something that gives you joy, maybe gardening, dancing, singing. Allow yourself to have fun because you need to be really balanced as a human being.
Yeah, definitely. And you describe dance as a magic wand for self-connection. Can you elaborate on how dance served as a tool for your personal transaction?
So yes, for example, when speaking about mental health and emotional well-being, I dance my anger and I dance my fear. And for me, movement is something very therapeutic in the sense that when you are going through a crisis, it means that sometimes an energy is stuck in us. So by allowing movement, and I also teach this process called dance meditation, which is a dynamic meditation. People have eyes closed and that music is played and I take people on a kind of a journey. And so when you allow music and this guidance to move you, then what is stuck in you then is find a way to be released. And for me, it's just like, I think it's the best way to get out of a dark space is to dance it out.
That's beautiful. And before we let you go, I would just like to know, what's your comfort food when you need a little pick-me-up?
Dal chawal.
Perfect. With achar?
Yes. And dahi.
Dahi, okay, perfect. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.